Before I go into the dungeon, I really need to unload my inventory of stuff. I've got so much. I also want to complete the world rail a bit more. Okay, so world rail is going to be interesting because I'm probably going to need to actually use platform for this. Just because I can hang, I believe... No, I can't hang stuff from the rail, so I do need an actual platform a bit above or below it. I think above it is the way to go. This is also the lower level, but still. So on the upper rail, go 3 up, I think. 3 wide. And then gonna put a star, a heart, and a campfire on top. And if I had... Hang on. Give me one moment. If I could reproduce bar statues, which I can't, there's only so many in the world. And probably not a lot either. Since they only spawn in one biome, we can put that there as well, if I wanted to. And just get a whole set of bonuses from that. And then I'm just gonna go away from where that is until the bonuses disappear, and then I'll make another one. Which I could probably... is not probably the most efficient way to do it, because of the effect is gonna overlap somewhat. But that's probably fine, I think. So I should probably go at full speed for a bit until they disappear. And try to slow down and then do it. And that might help make it work. So it overlaps less because I stopped a little bit further away. Let me try having that all on the bar so I can actually just like do it quickly. Rather than opening up my inventory every time. We can use our grapple to stop moving faster if we want to. So you can see why this would take a lot of heart crystals to make a lot of heart lanterns for this, because we have a lot of area to cover. We could also use the map as a reference as well. So I can see the distance between each thing. That could be a better way to like get it more consistent as well. If you knew the exact like overlap time area. The bonuses may not be much either, but I still think it's worth setting up. Every little bit helps. I'm also pretty sure the minecart just doesn't interact with the blocks there, which is why I followed the spawn when I tried doing that. Guess this is also good for light on the rail, even though we don't need it. Got a plum from a tree here. Minor improvements to all stats. 5-minute duration. It's cool how many different like fruits there are in this. That should be enough torches. That's why I have the rail like this. I can just grapple up to it. It's so nice. Which is why I hoped that I could do it from anywhere, but yeah. But anyway, I want to see if I can get a pylon here. We can get marshmallow. Put it on a stick and roast over a campfire. Minor improvements to all stats. How many can you fit in your mouth? 1-minute duration. It's also a material. We also have a safe, which we can buy now. I have no money for this, apparently. I don't need minor improvements to all stats anymore. I should have been using these the whole time, but I haven't, so... We also don't need, like, over 100 health potions, probably. I'm still not gonna have enough money, but that's fine. The safe is like a chest-type thing, I'm pretty sure, but not like a piggy bank, but not... It's different somehow, but I don't remember. Need to make more money. I keep using up all my money somehow. Which is why I try to get as much as I can. Because I somehow use it. Surprisingly, I actually use it. I almost used up most of my heart lanterns already on just the eastern side of the world. That is concerning. We'll find more heart crystals anyway, life crystals. We just need a lot of them, so... As long as we're exploring the underground a fair amount, which we have so much more left to do, it's insane. We'll be fine. Now this is interesting, because this has already got stuff there. So I might just like use that stuff there rather than try and move it. I feel like now's actually a pretty good time to be setting up the world rail completely. There's probably a better time, I feel like, but well, at the same time this is actually like pretty ideal. It's not like we could really set this up any earlier than this. This is kind of the earliest we could set it up. But with that, I think this is probably close enough to the edge of the world I don't need to make it go any further out. I could, but like, if we're getting to this point, we're probably going to be turning around and going the other way. And we have the effect for most of this area here anyway, so... pretty good. Let me head back the other way then and see how far we can actually make it on the east side. I said west side before. That's fine. I always get that wrong somehow. I love the sound of the minecart on the rails if you jump. Now we can actually see the effect just like stay in effect, which is cool. But like this is gonna be useful for the rest of the game. This is such a good call to make it at this point. There's a little bit there that it didn't have the effect on, but that's fine. It's still only for a split second that it disappears, so that's fine. I have no idea what other people do in this game for this like type of thing that I'm setting up. Like, do other people do this, or am I just insane? I'm probably just insane because I'm sure there are better ways. Actually, I think I know where I want to use those statues that give me extra defense. And it's not on the world rail. It's probably in the forest. For what I have planned there. If you know, you know. That'd probably make the most sense. Especially with stuff later on as well that I want to do. Much later. There's so much pre-planning that you have to think about. I mean, you don't have to think about it, you can still do it without knowing what you're doing. But like, you'd have to die as well, probably, to learn in this game. That's pretty much guaranteed. It's just, you die, you figure out what you can improve on, and then you go from there. I've died so many times in this game, it's just actually insane. So many graves. Okay, there we go. That's as much as I can do for now. There's only like a quarter of the world left to heart lanterns for. So that's pretty good. Should probably put some stuff away. I know I should be sorting through my stuff, but I'm not going to do it yet. I'm going to put it off more because I think I can wait. Just going to put everything away that I don't need for now. So I might see if I can use the DPS meter for something. Hang on. Combined with a stopwatch, which we have, and a metal detector, which displays the most valuable ore around, we can make a goblin tech, which is a combination of all three. We should actually have the item because it's dropped by a nymph, which is the Lost Girl NPC trap enemy, but I guess it didn't drop because it might be like a 50% chance. Like, I should have it, but I don't think I got it, unfortunately. Either it dropped and I didn't see it and I didn't have a space for it, or it's just, I didn't get it. Didn't drop, maybe. So I'd have to find another one of those, I guess. Which is fine. I do want to do that. There's like several things I want to still do before progressing too much. So it's going to be a while before I get to later stuff, if you know what later stuff is. But I think I might be actually ready now to go into the dungeon. I love that if you like click on a solid block, it's like, this is a solid block. This room is missing a wall. Yeah, outside is pretty much missing a wall. Okay, so let's go down. This place is actually really cool like this. Hence why I like doing it. One of these books can be unique from the rest of the books. So I'm actually going to clear these out maybe as I go. Just so I'm not getting confused every time I'm looking at them. These skulls here are more pots. Pretty sure we've seen them on the surface. We also need to be careful of traps while we're down here. Can light that up because there's a switch there on the wall. But we can only do this after fighting Skeletron and beating him to stop the curse. Also would be good to grab any water candles that we find down here. And light our area up as we go down. This is going to take me a bit of exploring, I think. But yeah, there will be traps down here that we need to be careful of. But this place is cool. It's just also deadly with all the enemies that will spawn down here, the lower we get. Also spikes on that wall there. We don't want to touch... Don't touch... Oh, that was 50 health. Just for touching it for a second. Let me get rid of these spikes. We can destroy the spikes, which is good. But there are some places where it won't be ideal to try and mine them out. like a pit. Where we just fall in it and we're surrounded by spikes. We could probably survive, but not very long. Probably don't jump into them either would be a good thing to be aware of. Just gonna work my way down slowly. Got a golden key from an enemy. That's actually really good to get because we need a lot of those while we're down here. This is the only place where they drop as well, so... Because we need them for here. They spawn here. So, makes sense. Oh, look at that. Bound mechanic. This is the girl that was bound up and thrown in the dungeon that was mentioned earlier. Thanks. It was just a matter of time before I ended up like the rest of the skeletons down here. Sophia is a mechanic, I think? Electrician? I can't remember the actual title of the character NPC thing. But this will give us the ability to wire things. And we can have different colored wires for things. We have a red wrench for red, which places red wire, blue wrench for blue wire, green wrench for green wire, a yellow wrench for yellow wire, and a wire cutter which will remove wire. Hello, slime that has a key in it. I need to destroy you. Also that thing that just like follows the wall of the dungeon. But we can buy wire from her, as well as a lever which can be placed and connect to wire to activate it. A switch which can be connected to wire to activate it. Pressure plates which we've seen. Activates when stepped on. Activates when a player steps on it. Because there are some different ones. Yellow pressure plate. Anything activates when anything but a player steps on it. Same with orange. Activates and breaks is what orange is actually. When a player steps on it. Teal pressure pad activates when a projectile touches it. And booster track, which it works on rail. So I guess if we have a rail that goes somewhere, we can actually make it go faster there. Actuator? I don't know. Enables solid blocks to be toggled on and off. So we can actually like make blocks into background kinda. But not quite. Teleporter, when it's connected to two teleporters by wire, which can take a lot of wire, we can activate it with a switch to, or pressure plate, to teleport between those two teleporters. Which I think if you have it set up right, you can actually set up a whole network, but you'd have to have like two wires connected in, but not touching each other, with two switches to activate them. But that's how I used to get around the world before we got pylons. Junction box separates wire paths. Interesting. Pixel box separates wire paths. Toggle lights and with similar simultaneous cross signals. Also, there's a cursed skull here. Just attacking me from inside the wall. Mechanical ruler. Also, that guy, Dark Caster, will shoot beams at us, but we get a tally count from him, so that's really lucky. Why am I so lucky this run? Mechanical ruler, when equipped, creates measurements lines on the screen for block placement, which will be really good. It's also material that we need. Mechanical lens grants improved wire vision. So we can just like see wires, basically. Engineering helmet, very nice reference. Balancing item. Wire bulb lights up for each color wire color that passes through it, I believe. Or something. 5-second timer, 3-second timer, which will like, when we turn this on, will just activate every 3 seconds or whatever number is on it. 1-second timer, half-second timer, and quarter of a second timer. So there's a lot to this, but we need to get more money to get everything here that I want. Anyway, back to the dungeon, because I'm probably going to send you to the snow with the Goblin Tinkerer, because they like each other, I'm pretty sure. And that's why there was the painting we got earlier with both of them in it. I forget what it was called, but that was the thing that we got. I need to be more careful. Just gonna clear out as much of this as I can. Carefully. I think we can use bombs as well, possibly, to clear them out. I'm gonna test that theory. Yeah, we can. So that could be a good way to maybe save yourself. Ow, that does a lot of damage. Okay, but there's a locked chest here, which we need a gold key for. Once we open the chest, we'll use up a gold key. But these, oh my goodness, Muramasa, 24 melee damage weapon, is a material we need that we actually needed this, like, really badly, so that's really good that we got that. But yeah, we need to find a lot of chests like that in the dungeon if we can. So I'm pretty sure we can actually take this skeleton on the wall skeleton. It's just a decoration thing. But I don't want it, so I'm going to just leave it there. Ow! I didn't realize where that was. There's a spike ball spinning here. This actually just is a random spawn, so it's not here every time. It's just a thing that we need to be dodging, basically. There's just lots of enemies like that. Because it basically just counts as an enemy that we can't kill. Another golden key. That's very good. The dungeon is pretty big though, so we're going to be here a while looking for keys and chests. And fighting enemies because they might drop stuff like the tally counter, which just shows how many enemies we've killed. Have I already got that? I don't think we had previously. So yeah, we needed that, since we can combine it with other things as well. Oh my goodness, there's so many enemies. Get out of here. They also drop bones, which I believe we can use for crafting bone furniture or platform. If that's the thing we want. We've been going like straight down for a while now. At some point though, it's just going to open up and we're going to be lost in a maze of dungeon. Oop, that's the other thing we can find here, is just blocks that will break when we step on them. Which can be traps, so we need to be careful of that. We can also mine it, and it will break blocks around it, so it'll be like similar to fossil block, basically. But it means that like there might be like hidden pathways we can take, or yeah, traps with spike pits. Sometimes the spike pits will leave me full of water, so you have to not stay in there too long, otherwise you'll drown. Don't do that. Another tally counter. It's like a 1% drop rate, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it is. Maybe I'm thinking about a different item that I need to get in the future. I just know that there's some items that we need from down here that are 1% drop rate. Getting far too lucky with some things. This closet's not a dead end. It goes out like that. There we go. Whoop. The spaghetti. Is that what that is? I don't know. SpaghettiOs. Okay, jump over that. Fine. Yeah, this goes in all different directions now. Which is good and bad for us, but that's okay. There's more chests around that we can check. Hey! Hard Cobalt Shield. Gets extra 1 defense. Grants immunity to knockback. So that is incredible. I might switch out my Sandstorm in a bottle. We can also combine this with a Obsidian Skull. Which is what I should have actually done, but that's okay. I think I actually still do need to do that. Regardless. Just gonna spin this mace around me, so I live. I think one of the chests we can find here actually has a better mace for us as well, so we'll be switching to that pretty soon. Where did that SpaghettiO come from? It just fell from above. I didn't know that they could do that. Ow. They normally stick to whatever wall they're on, so how did it fall down on me? There's a lot of these wizard dark casters. Just a lot of enemies in general right now. It's insane. Also, is that a mimic? I think so. You're not supposed to spawn yet. It's in a very precarious spot though. Hang on. I can open it and it's got a slime in it. Right, I see. So we get a slime for opening that up. I see. So it's not a mimic. But also mimics exist in this game, so we need to be careful of that, but not yet. They spawn later, basically. After beating one of the bosses, they will spawn. Hop. Ow. This, though, if we right-click on this, gives us Bewitched. Increase net max number of minions. So we can actually spawn in another Hornet to help us. So that could be good, but it's only for a number of time? No, we actually just keep that bonus until we die or reload the world. Also, I found an Adept Water Bolt. Water Bolt is just a book on a shelf we can find. 19 magic damage. Cast a slow-moving bolt of water, which I think can rebound as well. So, like, this is going to be really good for the dungeon. But yeah, the extra minion we keep as long as we have that effect, and we can get the effect back if we die or exit the world and come back. That is a really good effect to have. Why is there so many things here? And there's a trap. We got a Necro helmet from one of the enemies. I need to break this trap here. Goblin army is approaching. Why is everything happening now? It's fine. So we probably don't need more books then, because I already got what we needed from the books, because that's what I was looking for. I mean, it's probably can't hurt to just get more books, but I think we can buy them from somewhere else as well at some point. I see I'm in a bad place. I think we can shoot this block to actually make it drop, which is useful. But we can see that this is actually a pit here that goes down into spikes. I'm fine. Why? Why? Also, the slimes here always have a key in them, which is good. So if you need a gold key, find a purple slime here. I'm trying to place... Oh, ow. Why is there two pits right next to each other? One other thing I think I can do is also use my grappling hook to get through here a bit safer. But if I grapple a block that can break, like this, it will break the block as well, so... And arrows break the blocks as well? Interesting. Kinda want that key, but I kinda don't. Maybe we should go up this way instead. Before we explore deeper into the place. There's another trap here. Disable that. And right there is that. So I'm gonna get rid of that, making sure it's not connected to anything else. There's a special chest here that we can't open yet. And it's on a spike. Can I replace the block? Can I replace the block? I can, good. I just don't want the spike to be underneath it, basically. But we get a key for that much later, basically. But these special chests we'll find... there's like one for each biome in the dungeon. Although sometimes I don't find the special chests, so like there might not be one guaranteed for each biome, but I want to find them all. Also, Blue Moon! 55 melee damage. Why are the maces so good early on? That's instantly going to be what we use for now. It just seems like a good move. That's not going to work. I want to get rid of the trap here and the spikes. But there are so many SpaghettiOs just following the wall. Why is there so many spikes? It's fine. Oh my goodness. Get out of here. Another chest here. With a magic missile. 35 magic damage. Cast a controllable missile. Oh, this one's good. If we just shoot that out, we can actually control it. And like we can move it around to get certain things. And if we let go of it, it'll go for the nearest thing that it can actually get to. And it makes an explosion wherever it lands. So that can be like really good. Also found a shadow key. Opens all shadow chests and obsidian lock boxes. Which you'll find in another part of the world. Which I'd like to go to. So I'd actually like to have that ready to go. That is an item that we really need. So I got a hard time figuring out what to put into this thing. Just put a bunch of random stuff, I guess. Until we find other stuff that we can do stuff about. It's nice having two hornets though. We don't need to have the bowl of hurt now, which is good. We have so many good things for this dungeon already. And it's pretty big, so we're probably going to be here for a while. Probably bigger than the dungeon in the jungle. Okay, we already went through here. Kind of want the slime so I can get another key. Because we're going to find more chests around as we go. We still can't mine through the walls here until later. Oh my goodness. Hello, random demon altar. want to get all the blue candles, the water candles, so I can actually stop the enemies from spawning so much. That's probably what I need to do. Why is it right there? That's fine. Just use my grappling to get closer to it. Grapple is like the way to go, really, for a lot of this, it seems. Still need to be careful, though. Okay, we're fine. Can I use bees on this? I can use bees for this. They're just going every direction, so it's probably easier for breaking the walls. I think this is actually a dead end here, so... There can just be dead ends. So finding your ways into every room is a time. Just gotta take it nice and slow and steady, and not go into the pit. Okay, we're fine. Why? It's fine. I mean, we've got plenty of health and defense, I think. But I still want to play it safe because there's a lot of stuff down here, and we have actually taken a fair bit of damage from stuff. I need to remember to heal if I need to. It's fine. It actually looks like we can maybe go through here. No. Up there, though? Yeah, there we go. And there's a chest on the spikes, of course. Why would it be anywhere else? Love how the SpaghettiOs things just go around and around and around the things. Can just unlock this, get an Aqua Scepter. Sprays a shower of water, which could be good as well. There's a lot of good magic items down here. Oh, spikes. It's fine. I'm also going to take another one of these. So I can put it somewhere else in the world. To use our pro advantage. Though I guess we only need one at the spawn basically. So we can have a second minion. That's all we need. So. Ow. Oh, I'm in a bad spot. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Ow. I have minions for this and they're not doing anything. It's fine. A random chest down here has a gold key in it. So if you can't find a key to a gold chest, you might find a chest to have a gold key in it. There's a lot of ways to get gold keys, apparently. Again on the spikes. And with the thing swinging around it constantly. Already got this loot, but that's okay. We'll grab it. We'll try and grab anything we can find down here. That's a trap there. Gonna get rid of that. Go out this way rather than back the way I came. It's also good to like use torches as we go to just light up everything. Although I started with a lot of torches and I'm probably gonna run out eventually with how much there is to explore down here. Also, I don't think we can sell the what's it called? We can't sell the spikes, I believe. They're not worth anything. Here's another one of the special chests though that we need to just find. Handgun? Okay, 26 range damage. Very weak knockback, very fast speed. 90% critical strike chance, and it is material for something else we could craft. Which could make it pretty good. There are so many branching paths right now. I'm just going deeper and deeper. And once I have area explored, I can look at the map to see where there's areas that I haven't actually explored everything of. Because that's guaranteed, basically. Ow! Don't grapple the spike. Don't. That seems bad. Oh. I'm fine. Just ignore the 100 health that I just took. Considering that's like a good number of my health. There's also this brewing station here, I think is what it's called. Alchemy table. 33% chance not to consume potion crafting ingredients when we craft the potion near it. That's cool. Is that a worm statue? Can I use that to just like get lots of worms? Because we have the ability to wire things now. I can't use any items. That's what you can get cursed here. You can get jinxed to not use any weapons. That seems bad. Also, bone wand. Consumes bone and places bone. Okay. So if we want to build with bone, we can use the bone wand for that. Another chest here. There's so much stuff. And another tally counter as well. It's at least worth money. I think the skulls in the walls can curse you, or jinx you. Maybe it's the dark casters that were doing that, maybe. I don't recall.